This is Group 2, and we chose Royalty Accounting.
What is royalty accounting? Royalties are paid usually to artists, musicians, and people who own intellectual property. Sometimes royalties are paid upon the sale of an item, and sometimes they're paid for each time the item is used. The use of someone else's artist or intellectual property should be negotiated via contract before any payments are made. Then you must set through accountant to keep track of royalties that are due, so that you can pay them in a timely manner. The way you account for royalties might depend upon how small or large your business is.
The artist gets paid in the form of checks, containing the statements to their earnings. A royalty advance is money for the artist to use for necessary funds to help further their career. They provide loans, financing on royalties, and cash advances. They have different options of how you can pay back your advance. For example, having all of your income go to the licensor until your debt is paid off. Then you begin receiving checks again. Who receives royalties? Various artists spreading across several forms of art are eligible to receive benefits for the display of their intellectual property. Publishing companies are also entitled to receive compensation from intellectual property. Owner of the Happy Birthday song, Warner Chappell, generates over $2 million a year in licensing fees. Recently taken into consideration by the NCAA, future student athletes will be able to collect royalties for their monetary value to merchandise manufacturers, broadcast networks, and universities. Depending on if you're the artist or the corporate shark, there are a few ways to obtain royalties. Artists receive royalties by creating some form of intellectual property and registering it with the Copyright Office. An artist may be in a financial situation and need to sell their writer's rights. Big corporations like Warner Chappell may seek to purchase copyrights through auctions. A well-known company in the industry, Spotify, is used for online music streaming. It's free with unlimited use, although you have to sit through advertisements. But for $10 a month, you can continuously stream music without ads. Spotify is required to pay royalties to their featured artists, which is then distributed according to the artist's contract. A niche indie band on Spotify would generate about $3,300 in royalties, while a well-known rock band would make about $17,000. According to Spotify's financial statements, 70% of their revenue goes directly to paying royalties to the right holders. Spotify distributes royalties to their featured artists and paid $500 million in 2013. And out of that $500 million, 3 of it went to a single artist who the company will not disclose. However, they do not get paid per every song played, but they are based off of the total percentage of plays. If you were to break it down to find out how much they're getting per song, it would be less than a penny.